Hello my dear subscribers, this is Michael and today I'm bringing to you guys a roulette match in the stadium. As you can see the stadium background, and yes, it is roulette, and this battle is versus Youss17lgx or Youss. He's a really good friend of mine, a good buddy, and yes, the first roulette second gen match in YouTube. This is kinda awesome. I love roulette, but you know, I've got the worst Pokemon ever except that Alakazam there, as you can see. Other than that, I really don't like or fancy any other Pokemon because I've never used them other than Granbull maybe. Stantler, Arcanine sucks. Lantern, Kingler, 2 water types there, which is kind of weird, but my team seems alright all round with the Arcanine, Lantern, Kingler, Granbull, Alakazam, and the Stantler. My Arcanine has the Rest Talk, the Fire Blast, and Hidden Power Fighting. My Lantern, the Parafusion set, it serves Thunderbolt, Thunder Wave, and Confuse Ray. And my Kingler with the Swords Dance, Return, Hidden Power Ground, and Substitute. Kingler has a terrible moveset, that's why I don't have any stab moves. And Granbull with the Heal Bell, Rest, Sleep Talk, and Return. And Alakazam offensive with the Recover, Thunder Wave, Fire Punch, and Psychic. Alakazam is a superb Pokemon. It plays a huge role in this match, as you will see. And Stantler with screen support, Confuse Ray, Return, Reflect, and Light Screen. So I think that's it for the team previews, and yes, let's get right on to the match. Alright, so free battle, anything goes, and this battle was used. Question of the day: what Pokemon do you think is overpowered in second gen? I think it's Pikachu. 100% Pikachu needs to move. It's just so overpowered, the light ball, not even funny. So I'm gonna start off my Arcanine. He's gonna start off Sneasel. Straight away I have stab to hit it, super effective. I can hit this thing. Obviously he's gonna switch out. And looking at this team, most probably he's gonna start a Blastoise because that thing can just take hits for days. So now looking at his eyes, he has Blastoise. I know I need to keep Lantern alive because this thing is gonna be hard to kill. But I'm gonna predict him to switch, so I'm gonna go for Hidden Power Fighting, but yeah, there's nothing to this Blastoise. Blastoise is so bulky. Now I'm gonna switch out, send out my Lantern, knowing I can take a Surf, Ice Beam, whatever he wants to throw at me. And yes, I take it pretty well. And yes, so this Lantern, I need to keep it alive because things are going to look bad if I don't take this Lantern alive. And I know he's going to switch out, so I go to the Confuse Ray, and he's going to start to Oosring. Quite a good Pokemon to Confuse Ray because now I can use the Parafusion, as I said. And I can go for the Thunder Wave while looking at his set, he has Earthquake, which is really going to take my life out. But I think he's going to predict me to switch, so he's going to go for the Return. And I have no idea why I go for the Surf there. My game plan was actually just to Thunder Wave it, but I went for the Surf for some reason. I think I misclicked or so. And yes, I get the Thunder Wave, and he's gonna break out of confusion once again, go for the Return, and almost take me out. And now I have to switch out because I know this thing's gonna die with one more hit. I'm gonna switch out my Granbull, and yes, he's gonna hit himself at last. Thank God for that. It gets a 3-turn confusion, so that's awesome. Now I can go for the Return because the Return is my strongest move and my only attacking move. And one more Return to take it out. He gets the Parahax, awesomeness, because yes, that's really nice. And I can go for one more Return, and he's gonna switch out and send out his Blastoise, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, his Blastoise, and it's not gonna take much damage. That Blastoise is a wall. That thing can take hits for days. He's gonna go for Surf, and it's going to do a lot of damage to my Granbull. It's taking hits like a boss, and I'm so unfortunate that he outspeeds me because if he didn't outspeed me, I could have gone for a Return. But no, I'm just going to switch out to my Kingler, and he's going to go for the rest. So that's unfortunate. And now I'm going to go for the Substitute, if I'm not mistaken, because then I can go for the Swords Dance and that shenanigans. And yes, I go for the Substitute. He's going to send out his Oosring, and I can go for a Swords Dance, as I said, and that's all I can do because of that awesome Swords Dance animation. And he's going to go for the Return just to break my Substitute, and I can go for a Return now to take this Oosring out because Oosring doesn't have the greatest defenses, as you all know. And with +2, Kingler is a boss, a beast, a boss, whatever you want to say. And now he's going to send out his Pikachu. And as I said, Pikachu is going to be a huge threat in this game. Pikachu is a boss. Why is it still in you? Get out of here. It needs to change. Thunderbolt's going to take me out in one shot. That's the power of Pikachu. And now I'm going to send out my Arcanine, if I'm not mistaken, because I know I can outspeed, take it out. Pikachu is fragile. It cannot take hits. It cannot take hits. but it can hit hard. So that's the advantage Pikachu has. And now he's gonna send out Blastoise. I'm just gonna go for Fire Blast. And actually does a lot of damage. It does more than Hidden Power Fighting would do. And I'm gonna switch out to my Stantler. I'm not really sure. Yes, I'm gonna switch out and send out my Stantler. And he's gonna switch out and send out his Crobat as well. So now I know I can go for the Confused Ray, Return, that kind of shenanigans. But he knows my weakness is Confusion. He goes to the Confusion and obviously I'm gonna hit myself. He knows my weakness. The smart fellow gonna go for the Confused Ray. No mercy on me, gonna go for my weakness. That's not fair at all. Why is my weakness Confusion? But thank God, he goes to the Toxic. I break out of it and I go for the Return. So that's really fortunate. At last I break out. My luck is so bad. Now he's gonna go for a Wing Attack. And it's not gonna do much, but it's gonna do some damage. I'm gonna hit myself in Confusion. Obvious, hitting myself is obvious. And now I'm going to go for the Return. That's the only thing he can do. He's gonna keep going for Wing Attacks. And Poison stuff is gonna take me out. No point just switching out, just dead fodder this thing. Because there's nothing else to do. If not, I have 2 Pokemon's handicap. Just kill this thing. Santa is dead. And now I'm gonna send out my Alakazam because you know I have the Psychic and stuff. But I'm gonna be so stupid. I'm gonna keep going with the Fire Punch. The first Fire Punch I was predicting a switch, but after that I have no idea what I'm gonna do, as you will see here, where he doesn't have anything to do, and I keep going for Fire Punches, which is so dumb. I don't know. I have no idea why I go for Fire Punch again and again and again and again. He goes to the Confused Ray right here, and yeah, I go for the Fire Punch, and this Crobat is taking these hits really well. Now I go for the Wing Attack, and he goes for the Wing Attack, and I go for the Psychic. Now I get into my brains. Now I realize Psychic is super effective. Why didn't I go for it before? I'm so dumb. I'm terribly dumb. I don't know what to say. I call this stupidness. And now he's gonna send out Beedrill. Beedrill's not gonna take his for days, son. Alakazam is a monster. I can go for the Psychic. I'm gonna take this thing out in one hit. It's a one-hit wonder. That's awesome. Awesomeness. Alakazam, you are a boss. I respect that. I can go for Fire Punch, inflict as much damage as I can on Sneasel. And yeah, he's obviously going to take me out with a Shadow Ball because Alakazam has terrible defenses. But it has the superb special attacks that I respect you, Alakazam. You did work for my team and you deserve a round of applause. I'm going to send out my Granbull, and he has a Sneasel. I can go for the Return to take this guy out. He's going to go with Dynamic Punch, super effective. But Granbull is a boss. With a critical hit, it did nuts. I go for the Return, take that thing out, break out of Confusion. Granbull is doing work at the time. The score is 3-2. But I'm basically handicapped with Granbull because, you know, confused stuff. And now Pikachu is going to outspeed, kill my Granbull. That's why I said Pikachu deserves to go higher. Pikachu is a boss. And now all I have is Arcanine Lantern. Arcanine can outspeed this and take it out with one Fire Blast. But he has no mercy. He's going to keep switching out. And yeah, I can do for the Fire Blast. And if I get a critical hit, this Blastoise shall die. But I'm not getting a critical hit, which is bad. If I got a critical hit, Blastoise would have died. I would have won. And Surf. He's pulling out Surfs and Sleep Talks. Imagine how awesome that is, putting out a super effective hit in Sleep Talk. I think in a 1 in 4% or 3% chance, 1 in 3 chance of getting it, and he pulled a super effective move. Shadow Lantern because he can take an Ice Beam, takes it like a boss, and now I can go for the Thunderbolt, and he outspeeds me. He wakes up, kills me with the Surf. So yeah, it gets a critical hit. I don't know if that mattered. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, but I can switch out to my Arcanine. His use is going to be sweet enough just to lower the score a little bit. He's going to switch out to his Pikachu. Pikachu is fragile. It cannot take a Fire Blast at his face. Stab. Arcanine has sky high attack and Pikachu is going to die. So yeah, it doesn't die. It survives 11 HP, but I can just kill it in power fighting because in case I miss my Fire Blast, it's prone happening. The fat rat dies. It's so fat in Stadium. I cannot imagine how fat it is. And now he's gonna send out his Blastoise, and the Tortoise can take his for days. And if I got a critical hit, I would have won, but no, I don't. And he gets a critical hit back at me. So yes, that was good game. You guys enjoyed this battle game. Welcome to your like, rating, comment, subscribe. Check out reviews. He has awesome content. So you guys should definitely go check him out. He was really patient in doing this match. It was his idea for doing this. So if you guys enjoyed it, welcome to your like, rating, comment, and do subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Youss. Mike signing out. Peace.